Hello, people. This is a very fascinating read, Secret Societies and Psychological Warfare by Michael A. Hoffman II. This is the table of contents. The back gives this information about it. It's the most challenging expose of Masonic magic ever written. This is the 2001 edition. I want to read a few excerpts from this book. In a study of mind control and psychological warfare, it is not enough to simply review the latest technology of coercion and the most recent gadgetry and techno-junk littering the hardware and supply depots of governments and cults. Far more dangerous than these appliances is the praxis behind them, the underground current which informs the modern project and this modern era. For life in our modern era is little more than life in an open-air mind-control laboratory where a form of human alchemy has emerged to transform the mass of targeted participants, targeted merely by virtue of their being urban dwellers plugged into the electronic and digital pageantry of the establishment's system of things. The public has been trained to do this by two principal methods: direct speaking, archetypal messages of pure terror, psychic driving, as the CIA's Dr. Evan Cameron termed it, encoded and massively publicized lone nut mass murders, and a sinister flattery heaped upon them by their masters in the cult of civilization and progress. And then I'll read, there's so much else here. It's just really interesting. Yet in the end, the system became onerous and ineffective. Demanding at least as much from the people as it gave in return. Here is revealed the inevitable betrayal by any institutionalized system of technology of the people who have come to depend on it. The land had become more productive, the people richer and more numerous, until under the influence of cyclical changes in the heavens, the flow of spirit began to withdraw from the temples and take other paths. The latter-day priests, having neglected the principles of the old astronomical science by which the temples were first sited and planned, and no longer sensitive to the earth's spiritual energies, could only resort to more frantic invocations attended by ever-increasing sacrifice in attempts to repeat the former results, and thus followed, as it has on many occasions and at many places over the world, a reaction against the artificial and ever more futile proceedings of the magicians and a return to simpler ways. It is at this juncture in history that the pre-Christian people of Europe were Christianized. The willingness of these hardy, comparatively far more natural and attuned people than we moderns to render themselves susceptible to Christianity is misunderstood today. The assumption is that Christianity simply deceived and coerced the hardy pre-Christian Europeans into the fold, but early Christians like St. Patrick, were accepted because they rid the pagan people of what Mitchell terms the final excesses of a degenerate priesthood whose altars demanded ever more sacrificial blood before they could evoke response from the earth's energies. Mitchell's nostalgia from the old astronomical science of the Saturnian magicians who supposedly did the rituals properly is misplaced. Manipulation is manipulation, whether clever and precise as in earlier times or lazy and forgetful as in the era it would be overthrown by Celtic Christianity's gospel of simplicity. Mr. Mitchell can't bring himself to unambiguously condemn the original temperers, the ones who, after all, started the whole journey to Babylon and hell on earth in the first place. These mystical Adams and Eve are referred to by Mitchell as good people attempting to recreate heaven on earth on the Saturnian model of a golden age. This is a very interesting book, and there is several lectures that he has, that Michael Hoffman II has on YouTube, where he talks about the secret societies and psychological warfare, and also where he talks about the history of Judaism and its influence on Christianity, which is a worthy lecture to watch. And it's on YouTube. But also he talks about the Twilight language that is used. This is just a book review and a few quotes. And check this book out if you have time and interest in this very telling and insightful book. If you have any concerns or interest or curiosity about the secret societies and their role in psychological warfare.